Have you ever wanted to run an online D&D game, but you don't have any money for expensive software or your laptop is just honestly not that great? Well, luckily for you, I figured out how to do it, and today I'm gonna show you exactly how I run an online D&D game for my friends for 0 Rand on a average laptop. So, if you wanna know how to do it, keep watching, and let's go. Alright, so to make a D&D game, obviously we need somewhere to make it. And for this, I'm using a website called Miro. Miro is basically a gigantic whiteboard that you can just fill with whatever you want. You can fill it with sticky notes, with images, pieces of writing, videos, links. You can really just go crazy on Miro. So it's great for brainstorming and coming up with concepts. You are able to zoom in really far, in or out. So also great for adding notes later on if you come up with something. And so yeah, what's also great is Miro is completely free, and on the free plan, you are able to have up to 3 of these giant whiteboards. You really only need one, but I use one for my personal life and work, and then I have one dedicated just to D&D. Here I'm showing you a look at the little cluster of notes I'm currently using for our current game. And so yeah, we will just move through this brain card, and as my players complete certain acts or scenes, I will just mark them off in red. Act 1 and the Cartwright actually has already been completed, so I just need to go ahead and change the color to red to indicate that we have already completed this section. Alright, just in case my players are watching, I'm just gonna hop over here to show you these 3 links I have. So the first one is to a website that is basically a calendar. To be completely honest, I don't completely know how this website works, but it gives you a day, it gives you weather conditions, moon cycles, and also a bunch of other statistics and information like wind speed if you want to get really specific. But for the most part, I just use it in the beginning of our games to give my players a date and weather conditions, as I feel like those are some of the most prominent ones. It can also include holidays, which is pretty cool. Next is the token maker. So this one is actually really important because obviously you need something to play with. So here I'm making my players' new character token. This was actually created on a separate website called Hero Forge, which I can also make a video about if you are interested. You can change the ring color up there on the right side. You can see what it will look like, and then you can just download it. The last one is a map maker. So to be honest, I usually just go ahead and grab a map for my players. But if we need something very specific, then I will make it. So for example, for the end of our last campaign, I wanted a battle map at the top of a mountain. So I made that. This map maker is really quite simplistic, but you are able to add elements like trees and rocks if you want. Alright, now hopping over from the giant whiteboard where we plan it to the giant blackboard where you can play it. This website is called Owlbear Rodeo, which is a really funny name and also a really cool website. So just like Miro, it essentially acts like a gigantic blackboard now that you are able to fill with images, notes, symbols, drawings, whatever you need, you can slap it on Owlbear Rodeo. Down here at the bottom, you can see the asset manager, where you are able to just basically organize all of your different pieces. When you first get Owlbear Rodeo, only the DM needs to get it. You can download some packages that already has a few things in it, but you are able to very easily upload your own images, tokens, etc. And then they are neatly organized into each one of the files, and boom, there you have it. They are on the app. Now you just need to put them on the board. So for example, here I just put down it would usually be categorized as a scene, but to be honest, I've encountered some problems when using scenes in Owlbear Rodeo. So instead, I just put them all under maps. So here is a map of a small little town. As you can see, the sticky notes around it are kind of transparent, and that is because these are hidden for my players. I am able to view them as the DM, which you can easily toggle on and off with that little selection bar down there. I can see everything, but these sticky notes are invisible to my players until I choose for them to see them if I choose. So, and yeah, that is how you can slowly plan out the game board. So for example, here I'm putting in a little forest map. If my players choose to enter the forest, I will just move them over here so that we can focus on this map and this scene specifically. You can lock them in place so that nobody accidentally moves it around, and now it is hidden. So now my players won't be able to see it until they get there. There are some other features that make Owlbear Rodeo really great, and that is that it has both a built-in battle system called Clash, as well as a dice roller and a really simple way of adding your players into the game without them needing to make a profile as well. To add a player, just add on this little plus person symbol, and it will automatically copy a link to your clipboard, which you can just email to your players. They will accept the link. It will send a request to you, you accept them, they are in the game. So for the Clash system, it is an attachment you need to add, and the symbol looks like this little sword with wings. You simply select all of the tokens and boom, they are ready to go into a combat system. You can reroll initiative for each character, or if it's a PC, you can just manually add their initiative order, and it will rank them from highest to lowest. After each player has finished their turn, you can click next, and it will automatically move to the next player. Alright, and now the dice roller. I really like the dice roller because you are even able to customize between a few options of die. Let's just take this blue one, for example. And so yeah, you will literally just click on it. It will load, sometimes a little bit longer. And yeah, you click it, it rolls the dice for you. Boom, 15. What you can also do is you can hold this little roll button in, and it will actually roll the dice harder, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so you just click on them. Let's say you need to add several kinds of die. You can add them together, 7 total. By selecting this little I button, you can hide it from your other players. So usually everybody can see each roll, which I actually think is pretty cool. If you need to do some modifications on the fly, like adding or subtracting, you can also do it in this dice roller pretty easily. You can even select with advantage or disadvantage if need be. So here up in the corner, you see advantage. I roll the dice, it's advantage, so we'll take the bigger number. And so yeah, I think this dice table is really excellent. My players do prefer to roll physical dice that they just show me, but I totally just use this. But okay, one more thing I really wanted to show you is how to control what your players see, just so that you are sure they are not scrolling too far ahead of you and the game. You will simply select this little 5 feet button down in the corner. You will click sync view and everybody will see what you are looking at. So that is how you can make sure that your players don't go too far. Alright, there you go. That is how you can run a D&D game online for free on some weaker hardware. If there's anything else you would want to know or any tutorials you would like, I will be happy to make them for you. Just let me know in the comments what you would like to see next. My name is Ty. Thank you for watching. This is goodbye.